Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Nerdarchist Dave, and this is.
Nerdarchy Ted.
And today we get creepy and crawly with this monster BFF, phase spiders.
Ettercaps. Jump down the description below where you can sign up for Nerdarchy, the newsletter, get weekly gaming tips, as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
So we have a viewer suggestion for a monster BFF from Kurt. He would like us to do a monster BFF pairing the Ettercap with the
phase spider.
You can find Ettercap on page 131 of your monster manual.
And 334, also the monster manual for your phase spider.
So, definitely going with the spider theme. Now, a lot of times when we're left to our own devices to do monster BFFs, we generally try and pair up monsters that don't seem like they would go together.
Right. We look for more like mechanical or synergistic effects, but sometimes thematically things just kind of work out.
Yeah, or sometimes we just like weird combinations too. I like weird combinations. I don't really care about the mechanics as much. The thing is, this is a relatively low level encounter with a CR2 and a CR3.
Yep.
And that being said, like I feel like, you know what? I feel like the Ettercap in some ways is a tougher opponent than the phase spider.
So what's the hit points on your Ettercap?
44.
We only have 32 for the phase spider.
And 13 armor class?
13 armor class.
Yet the Ettercap is a whole CR lower. I mean, they can't phase, but they do have a lot of the same things like Spider Climb, Web Sense, Web Walker.
These guys don't even have Web Sense.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. They don't need it. They're just dropping in and out. And they do have, and we get multi-attack over here for a die 8 plus another die 8 possible poison damage. Now, the phase spider can hit hard. But you get a saving throw versus the good portion of that damage, and certain races just have resistance to it. So so really, again, all right. I'm not going to take our time away from this video to bitch about the CR system, like I've done in numerous other videos.
So the thing that you want to do with this now, mind you, having Ettercaps and phase spiders, you can have just that. You can be able to increase this as much as you like by adding more phase spiders, more Ettercaps, or being able to throw any other spiders, giant or small spider swarms into the mix to fill up the amount of combat that you want for this particular encounter. But your big bads are these guys. Now, your phase spider has no ability to see once it's in the ethereal plane into the prime material. Now, if you want to be a little bit more tactfully minded and make something up that this specific one or in this location, the barrier is weakened and
there's a window.
There's a window that they have the ability to see through, and the players
don't. Or maybe the Ettercap has like a phase spider whistle. It's kind of like a dog whistle for phase spiders that they can use, but you can only hear it in an ethereal plane.
Right. So like you could play around with this to get more of a tactical advantage if you want. But if you're looking at just what's printed in the books, the phase spiders having an intelligence of 6 and a wisdom of 10, you're kind of relying on their ability to judge where the players are, where they think they're going to be next round or in 2 rounds, whenever they decide that they're coming back. So
there's like 2 things I would do. One is I would have, these are ambush monsters, right? Now, what is the intelligence of a phase spider?
6.
Oh, they're nearly as smart as the Ettercap. Either one of them could be the boss. So I was like, pet, not pet, but that might not be the case, or it might be the other way around. But what I was thinking is both of your monsters are hidden, or however many monsters you're using, they're hidden. They ambush the party. The first thing that happens is the phase spider rushes out from being hidden and bites somebody because they're spiders. That's what they do. Then phases out. Then from being hidden, your Ettercap throws a web. Now they'd probably have to make another check, but I would rule that the party's distracted by the phase spider, and he would be able to maintain his hidden position if possible. So now like we've gotten a strike in. Possibly one of the characters are probably webbed, and they're going to have to spend an action to get out, or someone's going to have to take an action to get them out. So so there's a tactical advantage that you just gained from the surprise round. Then we roll initiative. And the next turn, the face splitter could use his bonus action to pop back in to try and attack somebody, possibly even the person that's already been webbed, and gain advantage on that attack to hit even harder.
Now, if the party is used to clustering, and they're clustered when the face spider phases out, I don't. There's nothing in here that says that they can't move in the ethereal plane and come up somewhere else. So if this is the party here and they attack from this side, I would have no problem having the face spiders appear back here and come in
From a different
side and flank with the Ettercaps being over here.
Yeah, and the way their ability works, it's like they can't phase in and out every round. They can do one or the other. So it's a very short-lived advantage and then they're going to have to alternate rounds in order to use it. But done properly, Phase Spider comes in, attack, or Phase Spider from a hidden position, ambushes the party, attacks, phases out. And at the same time, the Ettercap throws a web around one of the players, and then possibly it will recharge or not recharge. You have to roll the dice to find out. Now it's initiative. So now they have to try and they can't find another spider. It'll be impossible unless they're much higher level, and in that case, these guys are not going to be a challenge anyway. So that's the one thing. Then the other thing is, like Ted said, Face Spider will come in from a different direction, possibly surprising them again if they don't make their perception check. But once he's here this time, he's here. There's not really anything they can do about it, or he can do about it. But in the meantime, if you use the variant Web Garrett for your Ettercap, he can try and get behind one of the other players and get the Garrett on him. So depending how your initiatives shake out, one character's webbed. The spider has phased in and tried to bite one or two players already, and your Ettercap could possibly have someone grappled with the Garrett around their neck. Garrett, whatever. Gareth around their neck.
Oh no, DMG info around someone's neck.
It's horrifying. He's got the hot glue gun and he's got the razor. It could be bad. But anyway, so if nothing else, like the first round could be really chaotic and really a little scary for the players. But then I feel like after that they're going to start whooping on these guys because two against 4 to 6 players, it's probably going to be a bit of a tough fight, and the DCs to overcome these obstacles that I threw out there are really low.
DC 11 con save for the poison save. So for most players, that's better than a 50% chance.
Same here. Like unless they have a negative. It's not really that big a deal.
Well, I put the 8 in my Constitution, and I'm not proficient in that save. Okay, that's still better than 4. Better like what 40% chance, 45% chance to actually pass that save.
I don't know, something. Don't math at me, Ted. But yeah, so that being said, like obviously this is not a first level encounter, but second or third, yeah, why not? I throw it at them, see what happens.
Now, it's possible that if they fail their save and the players aren't doing well and you manage to...
Crit. Well, if the Face Spider crits, things could change dramatically.
Well, yes. But what winds up happening is, you've got the situation where if you're playing the Face Spider properly, every other round he's not being attacked. So if they're not dishing out significant damage, if you're positioning properly and the players are not...
But that being said, though, like that's helpful for the Phase Spider. It's not very helpful for the Ettercap, unless you somehow let him phase with the spider, jump on his back or something.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Like that's not even in the suite of abilities for the Phase Spider.
Right, the Phase Spider is medium. Well, sorry, the Phase Spider is large. The Ettercap is medium. There's nothing that says that it can or can't take anything with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really see it working that anyway. Like our hobgoblins, like it thematically was cooler, it made sense. These guys not so much. So yeah, it's not a super. Like I said, it's like a second or third level. Second level could be iffy.
Second level, if things go bad, it could be a TPK.
But I feel like third. Well, I don't know about TPK, but
all right. Let's suppose you actually decide you're going to go after one of the
the mage.
The mage. All right, you can take the mage out in one attack. All right, that puts him down. Well, suppose the cleric doesn't actually heal, or he's the one that gets caught.
What is that? What is the average damage for the Phase Spider?
Average damage for the Phase Spider is 25.
So 25, and that's without making the saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and that's what I was looking for. So, and then a mage is going to have 6 hit points plus another 8 is 14 plus whatever the con is, so at least a +1 you could just say. So yeah, 16. That's a third level character too. So yeah, attacking the wrong one would definitely
Now
be
your
problematic.
fighter's probably going to have a 14 Constitution. He's proficient, so you're looking at a +4 on your saving throw at that level.
And but the poison doesn't kill either. So that's the other thing. It would make the fight a lot harder
Yeah,
because
if the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour. So they're not dying. So it's actually good to be able to use this on a low level party because you don't have to worry about death saving throws or you're killing your players. But you don't need to tell them that.
yeah.
Just ignore that whole, oh, they're going to make save this round.
But then if you have stout halflings, dwarves in the party, they're automatically taking half damage. They can make those characters are already better positioned to make the saving throw because it's low. I mean, they could stealth out,
Right.
but they're positioned to better to make it. I feel like the worst case scenario is it drops a mage, and the other thing is because of the way the phase spider is set up, you can't flat out kill him.
Right.
Like that would be a real danger if you were talking about using it against a party and it's actually doing actual damage.
Mm-hmm.
Where if 25 is the average and you crit, well that's 50. You just wipe the character. But because you do have a little bit of a safety net with these guys, it'll be a lot harder to do a complete kill.
Right. Now, if you web the cleric, drop the mage, and there's only 4 people in the party, and let's just say you've got your standard average, that leaves a rogue and a fighter to take on these 2 guys.
It's going to be a tough fight. I still think the players win, but it would be a tough fight. And here's the thing: you're saying you web the cleric. It's like they have to cut out, which will take a round or two, or they have to. Or they have to burst out, which is like a DC strength check of 11. So like I'm saying, like you detain the one player for a round.
Right, but every action that you steal from the players, that stops the mage from getting up. That stops the cleric or whoever's webbed from doing an attack on somebody or discovery or whatever. I'm just saying that it could go badly. That's all. So, what do you guys think of this particular combination? Have you used it? Do you want to use it now? It's a great spot to talk about that, and that's down in the comments below. While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
You can check us out over on Facebook.
So until next time, stay nerdy.